What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wealthy Games. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We will be bringing you guys brand new content every single day through the remainder of 2025. You're going to want to stay to the end of this video because we're bringing big time value. Okay, we're talking about investing, but not what every YouTube guru is talking about. We're talking about real wealth building that the elite 1% use. Okay, it took me a long time to realize that it's not about being smart. It's not about working completely harder and crazy hard. Okay, it's about playing a different game. Okay, a game based on delayed gratification and investing in the right assets. That's the key word, assets, while everybody else is flexing liabilities. Okay, again, elite mindset is buying assets. Okay, there are three major categories of assets that you need to know about. You have to add these to your arsenal. Okay, Bitcoin, number one, and XRP, number two. These are cryptos that your grandparents might tell you to stay away from. But trust me, they are financial revolutions, okay? Bitcoin is completely decentralized. There's no government control, okay? Number two, there's a limited supply. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist, okay? Scarcity creates actual value, okay? Basically, it's digital gold, okay? It's a proven store of value in economic chaos, okay? Institutional adoption is booming right now. BlackRock is picking this up. Fidelity is picking this up. Your major institutions are watching and they are locking in. Okay, also it's a global currency. You can use this anywhere. There are no borders to this as long as you have an internet connection. Okay, so that's for Bitcoin. For XRP, insanely fast transactions. Okay, thousands of transactions can happen within 3 to 5 seconds. That's just elite, okay? There's value in that. Low fees, very low fees with XRP. This is perfect for cross-border payments. So banks can be using this in 2030. In 2028, as soon as 2026, guys, banks are going to be sending money to different countries cross-border for basically free in 3 to 5 seconds. Think about that. It's also backed by utility. I'm telling you guys, regulatory clarity is coming. And it really could explode. There's a big chance for this to explode. Right now, the price is at, I think, $2.85 for XRP. Who knows? It could go to $1,000 next month. It could go to $50 in 50 years. We don't know, but there is total possibility for explosion here. And with Bitcoin, it's sitting at like 111K. I think the all-time high is 125K. But guys, the future for that is boundless. Okay, the wealthy, they buy Bitcoin and XRP like clockwork. Okay, especially when prices drop. They're not just guessing. They understand where the puck is going, not where it currently is. Okay, index funds. Index funds are huge. The three that I like are VOO, QQQM, and SCHD. Okay, set it and forget it. These are compound interest machines. Okay, some pros of VOO, which is basically an S&P 500 ETF. Number one is it's diversified. Okay, it owns 500 of the biggest US companies. Okay, number two, it has very, very low fees, almost zero expense ratio, which is huge if you're investing. Okay, number three, long-term growth averages 8 to 10% a year, but some years it's 15%, some years it's 20%, and then you have your down years, some is 4%, but over the long term, there is real growth on average. Okay, number four, there's stable giants, okay, like Apple, like Microsoft, like Amazon, and even NVIDIA has sneaked its way into this VOO ETF. Okay, number five, passive wealth builder. Just keep buying this thing. It is going to pay off in the future. Just keep dollar cost averaging in every single week or month, however you want to do it, even if it's once a quarter. I don't know what you want to do, but set it and forget it. Put a certain percentage into these ETFs, okay? Another ETF that I mentioned earlier was QQQM. Okay, this is a tech-heavy ETF. So you have exposure to innovation like AI, cloud, semiconductors, things like that. You do still have strong returns, okay? Historically beats the S&P 500. Even though it's a little more volatile, it historically does beat the S&P 500 in terms of growth. Okay, it has your top tech companies like NVIDIA, like I mentioned earlier, Meta, and Google. Okay, these are all great for growth, especially if you're young. This also has a lower cost than the QQQ, which is the same type of index. This just has a lower expense. Okay, another ETF that I mentioned earlier was SCHD. Okay, this is a dividend paying ETF. This pays you cash quarterly. Every quarter, it pays you cash. You have the option to keep the cash if you want it, or you can reinvest for higher returns in the future. Okay, another thing SCHD does is it focuses on quality companies. Okay, it has a long track record of elite performance. Okay, it also has very low volatility. It's even more stable than the tech-heavy ETFs like QQQM. Okay, the dividends, guys, look, in the SCHD ETF, the dividends will compound. Like I said earlier, you can choose to keep this as cash. You can choose to keep that 4% yearly as cash, but if you reinvest, this will compound like none other, okay? You can reinvest for more shares and watch your portfolio grow. Okay, this is also an inflation hedge, okay? The income keeps rising, the price of the ETF keeps rising, and if you reinvest, guys, it's a real hedge against inflation. You know, I mentioned dollar cost averaging earlier, okay? This should be your best friend. You do not need to time the market. You just need to spend time in the market. Okay, dollar cost averaging means you invest a set amount every week or month or whatever time period you set, regardless of the price of the asset that you're purchasing. Okay, if the market is up, you buy at that time. If the market is down, you buy at that set time. If the market is flat, yes, still keep buying at your set time. Okay, it removes emotion and it builds real discipline and it creates wealth over the long term. Okay, dollar cost average into Bitcoin, into XRP, into VOO, into QQQM, into SCHD, okay? These are the things that I really believe in, and these are what the 1% are doing. This is what your president is doing. Whether you like him or not, this is exactly what he's doing to build wealth for him and his family, okay? Over time, this one habit alone of dollar cost averaging into these assets can make you a legitimate millionaire, okay? Before you go all in on this, though, here's the base you need to build first, okay? You need to get out of debt ASAP. You need to get down to debts and non-negotiables. What do you owe? Who do you owe? How much do you owe? High interest debt, like credit cards, is wealth in reverse, okay? Paying 20% interest while trying to earn 8% in the market, you're digging a hole while planting minimal seeds. This does not work. It's smart to build up an emergency fund, okay? But I'm not the one to talk to about working towards 6 months of expenses in a savings account. Guys, that is not me. It's just not. Okay, I have $1,000 for emergencies. As long as you have cash flow coming in and $1,000 set aside liquid for emergencies, you can build. I'm telling you, you can build, okay? And like I said, like the cash flow is huge. Even a part-time job is enough. If you have income, you have some leverage here, okay? A big thing that you need to get down is paying yourself first, okay? Every paycheck, before the rent, before the bills, before brunch, okay? Whatever percent you set aside to save or invest or pay off debt, whatever, that needs to go straight to that. No exceptions, okay? No exceptions. If you pay yourself first, you're putting yourself back in first place, back in first position. And guys, I'm not saying this is the easiest thing in the world, okay? Tracking your every single dollar is tough, okay? Setting a budget is tough. Automating your investing, it takes some effort. Unfollowing people who make you feel behind, that is going to require some effort on your end. We got to stop flexing the liabilities, okay? Start reinvesting all of your dividends once you get started. This is huge. You got to avoid lifestyle creep as well. When your income starts to go up, keep your expenses as low as you can as your income grows, guys. Also, if you get bonuses, tax returns, invest those. Turn those straight into assets. I get it if you're married, it's tough. You have to consult with your spouse, especially if you're single though. Invest these windfalls, okay? Stay consistent, okay? And think long-term. Be the person in 10 years who thanks the younger you. Guys, if you are still here, if you are still watching, thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you got any value from this. Okay, this is what the 1% are doing. This is what the elite people practice. This is what the elite people teach their children. Okay, thank you for coming to the video. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. I appreciate you guys coming out. I'm coming to you guys every single day with a brand new video through the end of 2025. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.